Hey guys, what is happening? Welcome back to Headlocks and Hot Packs, and as promised last week, our first set break of the year right here, 1992 Upper Deck Baseball. This box comes from the LCS. It says complete set. This was part of the half-off sets that we've kind of dipped into from the LCS. You see $20 price tag, so that means I only paid $10 for this. It's been a little bit hit or miss. I think our percentage of actually getting a complete set from the half-off, shelf at the LCS has been more than 50%, but you can see the tape is no longer intact there, so it has been opened, but it does look like everything is in here. It doesn't really shift around when you move it around like that. And it's only 1992 Upper Deck. There is nothing super crazy in here. There's an 800 card set, so we're not going to waste any time and we're going to jump right into it. But there's not really any great rookies. I can't imagine anybody would be cherry picking this for anything in particular, but we'll check out the design for anybody who's not familiar with it. I do believe the hologram on the back is different as well, because this is a factory set. There's a Matt Stairs rookie card. That's one of the, names. Not like a notable name. There's a Ricky Henderson. R.I.P. to the GOAT base stealer. That's later in the set, so it looks like we are starting towards the end. And we'll have some rookies mixed in here, but the most notable ones are going to be Manny Ramirez, who just mentioned. Matt Stairs, not one of the most notable, but a name people would remember. There's Paul Molitor for the Hall of Fame pile. You've also got Sean Green's rookie card in here as well. And again, just some names of guys that people will probably remember, like Matt Stairs. And also of note, Pat Mahomes Sr. rookie card is in here as well. I think a lot of people will also remember this one is the year that has the kind of iconic motion shot of Ken Griffey Jr., so we'll be on the lookout for that. I don't believe I have that one in my Griffey collection yet. I'm not too sure. I keep track of all that on Trading Card Database. But we've got spring training just around the corner. People are going to be starting to report soon, so why not get into our first set break of 2025? And I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of shuffling around here, because this is looking so far like it's going to be like opening packs of early 90s Upper Deck, where everything is spun every which direction. There's Robin Yount. Some checklists here. There's the motion action on Jose Canseco. That's what we will see on the Griffey. If it does reside in here, we'll be pulling out any commons for the Red Sox as well. I'm not sure, again, which ones I have and which ones I do not. There's Cal Jr. and Billy Ripken, so we've got some brother combos, the Bloodlines subset. Throw your ones up for the Tribal Chief. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of spinning things around. More spins than a DJ. It's Jack Morris and Harold Reynolds, who most people pretty much know as a commentator slash analyst these days. But like I said, spring training not too far away, and as of the time of this recording, there's Fisk. I am doing it on Sunday. You guys are watching on Thursday. Joe Hesketh. There are still some fairly notable names available in free agency. That's become a little bit of the norm for baseball the last few years. Another Jack Morris coming up. So he's got him on the Twins and then on the Blue Jays there. But as of the time I'm doing this, again on Sunday, Alex Bregman is still available, Pete Alonso is still available, Jack Flaherty's out there. So some decent names, but again, we've seen that happen the last couple of years. There's McGuire, I think Alonso, Baines, and Scott Brocious. That's one of the rookies of names people would remember that I failed to mention. That was a bunch of athletics there. But yeah, I think Alonso is likely to go back to the Mets. More athletics. Ricky Henderson. I think he'll probably go on like a 1-year deal, or probably do something similar to what Blake Snell did. There's Clemens. Snell signed like a 1-year deal, I think, for a little bit less money, kind of bet on himself. And then definitely outperformed that, and it led to him getting a larger deal. So I could see Alonso doing something like that. I'm not sure. The Mets don't seem to want to commit to him. I don't really know why. I guess he definitely is getting older, quicker. It feels like just yesterday we were all pining for Pete Alonso rookie cards in 2019 Topps. There's Lee Smith. Mostly in the past week, I think, or less than a week it's been now, people are still talking about it. Everybody's sports fans have still kind of been rocked with Luka Doncic getting traded to the Lakers, which is totally unbelievable. Remember, I woke up fairly early for me on a Sunday. I usually don't have to work on Sundays, which was actually today, time of recording. But so yeah, this morning, still hadn't had my coffee yet. I was kind of tired. Saw a post on Facebook that showed Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, and it wasn't like a main source of news. So I immediately was like, "Oh, this is total BS." And typically I block pages like that, so I blocked the page. And then I started seeing it more and more. And I was like, wait a minute, what is going on here? So I had to confirm it, and sure enough, Luka to the Lakers for Anthony Davis in a 3-team deal that also involved Utah. Absolutely nuts on the Mavericks' part. There's Andre Dawson, Chris Sabo with his trademark spectacles. Not quite sure what the Mavs are thinking there. I saw the explanation was, I can't remember who said it. It might have been their GM. It said something to the effect of defense wins championships, and they think Anthony Davis's defense was going to put them over the hump. I don't buy that at all. Maybe from the time of this recording and you guys seeing this, good lord, these ones are all over the place here, we will have gotten more of an explanation or some behind the scenes as to why on earth Dallas gave up their future. But kudos to the Lakers, looking like they'll be able to transition from LeBron right into Luka being the face of the franchise. I could totally see LeBron calling it a career after this year. That was another Cal Ripken there. Some more subset stuff. Mike Mussina and Armando Reynoso. That was always one of the more fun names to say in the early 90s. I can't remember what I think like Max Christie was also part of that deal. Who else? I can't even remember now. But as I said, by the time you guys are seeing this, there's an Edgar. I'm sure everybody knows all the details of it, while I am Still just reeling from it. There's a Mike Gardner. Yeah, these are all over the place. Still no sign of that Griffey yet, or the Manny Ramirez rookie. Those probably the most valuable cards in here, so if anybody was to cherry pick, Rafael Ramirez ends that little stack out. If anybody was to cherry pick this, I think those are the two. Oh, might be picking my camera up off the floor if I do any more of that. Those would be the two that people would be cherry picking, so I think if we see either one of those in here, I'd be pretty confident in saying that this is in fact a complete set. And for only $10, you know, what the hell? Might as well take a shot at it, especially seeing how you probably won't find a much better price, and if we have checked out any of this on the channel, there's an interesting looking card there. Prospect checklist. If we have seen any of this, it's probably been just like a random pack, maybe out of Dimitri Young rookie card there, out of like maybe a Fairfield box or something. There's the Sean Green looking super young. That is what our Manny Ramirez rookie will look like if and when we do come across it. It might be in this little pile here. Looks like we also have a Frank Thomas coming up. I dig these checklist cards. These are pretty cool. Some of the choices that Upper Deck went with are definitely interesting. Kevin Moss there. I think that's Greg Vaughn, Cecil Fielder. Those ones make sense. Who was that? Greg Swindell. Is that Ellis Burks? For the Sox, we've got Ben McDonald, Nolan Ryan, and then Edgar Martinez. I think they did always try to, like, you know, this isn't the first year that they did this, so they tried to go with different guys. Like, they didn't want to use the same ones from 1991, so you got, like, Scott Erickson there. I think, is that Danny Tartable? There's Frank Thomas, and then Jim Abbott. I always enjoyed, like, portrait cards, art cards, stuff like that. Jeremy Burnitz. Let's see if the Manny is in here. Pedro Martinez. Another Jim Abbott. If you can understand this, you can understand that. And Frank Thomas. Well, there's the Griffey. I thought the Manny might be in that little stack there, but there's the motion card. Again, I think most people my age that collected around this time definitely remembered that one. At the time I was like, whoa, no way, how did they do that, man? Barry Bonds cheesing. Technology can't get any better than this. It was the same with video games too. Wow, N64. No way it gets better than this. PlayStation 1. How can the graphics be any more real? Kind of followed with cards as well. Remember the first time seeing like a Sportflix card, I thought that was insane. There's an Ozzie Smith, Ruben Sierra, Will Clark getting painted up by a buddy. Strawberry, so some nice names there. There's the Griffey clan. Senior, Craig, and Junior. I definitely had that one as a kid. I don't recall if I still got one or not. There's Tony Gwynn and Alan Trammell, back-to-back Hall of Famers there. Howard Johnson, looking like he's gonna drop his kid off at school. Kirby Puckett. Benito Santiago, another fun name to say. And then there is Deion Sanders. I think cards might start falling all over the place here. Larry Walker in the Expo Powder Blues and Pudge Rodriguez. Tons of Hall of Famers from this time. You got a crossover of stars of the 90s that were early in their career at this point, and then stars of the 80s who were kind of wrapping things up. So a mixture of stars from the decades leads to a pile of Hall of Famers coming out of 92 Upper Deck here. Dan Pasqua, another fun name to say. He's calling himself safe, not sure if he was or not. You guys will have to let me know in the comments down below where you think some of those free agents we talked about earlier will end up if they haven't landed anywhere in the last couple of days. There's a Bagwell and Caminiti, some of the young stars for Houston. A lot of Sox fans are still calling for us to pick up Bregman and play him at second base. We shall see. It would be a nice addition. I'm not really a huge Bregman fan personally, but if he can come and help out the team, why the heck not? Not that he's ever done anything like terrible personally, just the stench of garbage can gate, if you want to call it that. Tony Fernandez. Pete Incaviglia is kind of another fun one as well. We're just about halfway through this one here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me here on a Thursday evening. If you are enjoying it, make sure you hit that thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to the channel. I definitely need to restock on cards. There's a Jack Clark on stuff for us to open here on the channel. I have a mega box of some football here, and then that's it. I like to have a bunch of things so I can kind of go off whatever mood I'm in currently for the upcoming video. There's a Tony Gwynn Diamond Skills subset. So I do need to go out and get some more stuff to add to this football mega box I have over here. So we might check that out next Thursday, or see what else I can find in between. There's Bill Swift from my hometown of South Portland, Maine. There's Pedro Martinez, star rookie. His actual rookie is 91 Upper Deck Final Edition. Another one there, Jim Thome, the Hall of Famer. His rookie is also 91 Final Edition. Still no Manny Ramirez yet. Donald Harris, Ted Wood. I'm not sure how many of those star rookies are actual star rookies. Or actual rookie cards, I should say. Not many of them are stars. Other than I think the couple that we pulled out. A couple of Dave Winfields there. There's Palmeiro, Travis Fryman, Joe Carter. Start moving through a lot quicker now here. But again, I think these, the hologram on the back of these cards is like a gold. You saw it at the beginning. Cecil Fielder, Wade Boggs, some more Diamond Skills, Canseco, the trademark mullet, Bobby Bowe. Years ago, Jose Canseco actually retweeted some kind of wrestling tweet I put out. I thought that was seriously random. There's the Crime Dog, Fred McGriff. So basically, with these having the gold hologram on the back, there's a Maddox. Any 92 Upper Decks that I had before, these won't be duplicates, so pretty much now that I'm remembering that, these will all be going in my collection because they are variations. You can see the gold holograms there. A little bit, kind of, sort of. A little too much lighting, but when you look at it just right, you can see that they are, in fact, gold, the factory set version. So variations of everything here. Lots of stuff for the side Hall of Fame PC, the Griffey collection, the Red Sox collection, and I do PC Hall of Fame rookies. There aren't any in here, but the Hall of Fame rookie PC does also kind of include ones that I just think are cool, or guys that, there's a Biggio, guys that made kind of an impact or have some history with hometown teams. Big Unit and Cal Ripken back-to-back. So, for example, I have like a Danny Ainge Toronto Blue Jays rookie card in that collection, even though he is not a Hall of Famer in either baseball or basketball. There's the Pat Mahomes, so another one that we spoke about previously, or towards the beginning. Still no Manny rookie card. Maybe this one was cherry-picked. We still have quite a few cards to go. But that is where the Manny rookie card will go, if it is in here. I'm trying to think of any other ones like that I have in the collection. There's Rock Reigns. The only one I'm recalling off the top of my head is the Danny Ainge Blue Jays rookie card. Oh, I also have like Bill Belichick's Cleveland Browns head coaching rookie card. Of course, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He definitely will be. There's Roberto Alomar. He is on the Hall of Fame. And we are rifling through this fairly quick for the amount of cards. Some more team checklists here. Delino DeShields on that one. Howard Johnson. John Kruk. Doug Drabeck. Todd Zeal. Again, so some interesting choices. I think that's Mike Stanton or Steve Avery. It wasn't Glavine. We might have seen all of those. I feel like we've seen quite a bit of them already, and there's going to be at least one for every team. So what is that at this time? 28, 30? It might not have been 30, because obviously the Rockies and Marlins weren't even around, so that means the Diamondbacks and Rays were not around either. But still looking for that Manny Ramirez, and I think there's another Griffey that we haven't seen. He should have like a Diamond Skills card, I believe, or like a League Leaders or something or another. I think that's 92. Maybe I'm thinking of 1991. Barry Bonds there. What is this? Rockies. I said the Rockies weren't around, so I guess they were the year after, so I suppose that makes sense. I don't know why I never realized there was any Colorado Rockies cards in 1992 Upper Deck. Never seen that before. Not that I'm a 92 Upper Deck connoisseur or anything. There's another Eddie Murray. I almost said Eddie Murphy. Maybe I'm getting delirious. So much 92 Upper Deck there. Where's the rim shot when you need it? Some people would have got that reference. Definitely showing my age there, especially since Delirious was even before my time. Another Gary Carter. Kenny Lofton early on. His rookie also 1991. Put in Wegman from Little Big League. Bip Roberts, Sean Dunston. And there is Tom Glavine, best left-handed pitcher. I think we'll probably have, I don't know, a couple more handfuls here. Let's try and get everything going the right direction. I might have vertigo from all the spinning and shifting around here. 1992 Upper Deck has spun me right round, that is for sure. Whole bunch of White Sox here, kind of unusual how that happened. This has probably been sifted through before, but let's pull the Manny out of this pile here. This is a nice big stack. Let's see if we can't find that bad boy. Got a Nolan Ryan coming up. Looking like he's getting his glamour shots on. There it is right there. Glamour shots. Definitely a thing at this point, I believe. Early 90s. That was definitely a late 80s, early 90s thing. I remember Mom, who you guys see frequently here on the channel every Sunday night, having a glamour shot hanging up on our wall when I was a kid. Wish I could find a picture of that somewhere. Or if it's still hanging around somewhere, I would take a picture of it and use it to embarrass her in some form or fashion here on the channel. That's what I'm good at. There's Andres Galarraga. We saw him previously in his Cardinals uniform. And there's the Manny Ramirez, top prospect for 1992. We'll go back in and pull that one out after. We're nearing the end here, so we're just going to keep rifling through as quickly as possible. So hopefully you all don't go a snoozing on me. There's Dennis Eckersley. Still curious to see if there is, in fact, another Griffey in here, or if I'm just making things up in my head. It could be 91. Scott Erickson, Jimmy Key. And here is Barry Larkin. So still some names that we have yet to see as well. That's a classic Reds uniform, even in 1992. Mark Grace, Ryan Sandberg, and then Sosa. So all the Cubbies somehow end up together, and we're gonna have a run on Atlanta Braves now. That's kind of weird. How did it end up that way? That was Smoltz batting there, and some more portrait cards. So we definitely have not seen all of those either. Now a run on Phillies, John Kruk. And now the Red Sox run. Somebody had to have done this. I don't think those are, like, numbered that way. Now we've got the Angels. Doesn't seem to be any, like, rhyme or reason to it either. Welcome to the Chop Shop, David Justice. There's Dave Winfield celebrating his 400th homer, and Craig Biggio. Couple of San Fran, and now they're all getting mixed again. Interesting. Very unusual. It sucks when it's only like a couple that are flipped over, and then everything. There's a Marlins one, so very interesting. Another Bill Swift. And Oakland A's. Little power and speed there. Jose and Ricky, Barry Bonds. And I wasn't making things up. Most exciting player, Diamond Skills Griffey. Another Ricky Henderson. And 400 homer club, Eddie Murray. So he also reached that feat. And Upper Deck celebrated it in 92 along with Dave Winfield. Chris Bozio. I can't think of anything of note or any names that we missed out on, so I am going to go ahead and say fairly confidently that this was in fact a complete set of 1992 Upper Deck baseball for only $10. Can't really go wrong with that, but that's all I got for you guys tonight. Again, I got to do some shopping, so we will see what happens for next Thursday, but I won't leave you guys disappointed. We'll at least have something to rip into, of course. But again, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a good weekend. We'll see you really soon.